Hi guys, back for another video, and welcome back. It's the weekend. It's Sunday, and in today's video, I wanted to chat about Epsom. First of all, how that went. It was my first proper horse racing event, I guess. So we'll talk about that, and also a little bit about advantage play. So the idea being that you kind of got to put yourself in a situation where you could potentially win. I kind of did that yesterday, but we'll go into that in a bit. Before I do that, if you like this kind of content, then be sure to subscribe. Click the button down below. Leave me a like if you like the video, and leave a comment, and we'll chat about it there. Also, check out my blog. I've recently set this up where I start blogging my sort of daily match betting activity. So as you know, I've got a job, so in the week I kind of do some match betting early in the morning before I start work, and then at lunch, and then after. So I update it then, and then at the weekends obviously I update it a lot more because I'm not working. So yeah, I put that on there, and that's literally everything. So profits, no profits, warts and all, everything. It's literally it is like a realistic snapshot of what I'm doing every day, whether that's good or bad in the match betting space. And also, if you're new to match betting, be sure to click on the link below where I've got a guide just sort of going through like how to get into match betting, what it is, and whatnot. So, with all that done, let's talk about yesterday. So, if I just go to my journal here, and let me go to. Let's go to yesterday's post. So, yesterday was a bit of a crazy day actually, because it started off quite. It was quite quiet in the morning. I mean, I was setting a lot of things up in the morning. Obviously, Saturday mornings are quite busy anyway. So, I was setting a lot of things up. I was kind of looking for horse racing offers and stuff, to kind of get into the 2 clear. Because obviously I've been doing quite a lot of those recently. But just to go through, I started the day out. I got some extra winnings on Mecha Bingo. I didn't include those yesterday because obviously, I had a few more things going on. I got a few winnings from poker on Friday night. We just played a bit of poker, and that was kind of cool. I did some stuff in the week, like some free bet club stuff, which was fine. And then I kind of moved on to like the 2 clear offers, and this is kind of what I mean by advantage play, right? Because yesterday, if you look on here, what you can see is yesterday I placed 3 bets in total on advantage play offers. So what do I mean by advantage play? Well, what I mean is that I'm putting myself in a position to take advantage of a situation. So I might not necessarily win that outcome, but I won't lose from it. So like this first offer, for example, I actually made a profit using the daily boost from William Hill. So I put £100 bet on this horse, and I gained £1.31 just by placing that bet on that horse. Now, if that horse had have won by 2 clear, I'd have made a nice profit. I'd have made I don't know, £50-60 bet or something. Now, the one that did come in yesterday was Century Dream. Now, this cost me 22 pence to actually get the bet on, so £100 bet. So the funny thing was that the way I look at this is that I'm paying 22 pence to take a shot at a £50 free bet. So this actually did go 2 clear. I think it went like 2 1/4 length clear, which was great. Now the odds on this were pretty decent in terms of the profit that I was going to get back, and 15% of that equated to exactly £50. So that netted me a £50 free bet, and I think the only reason I got that was through advantage play, right? I put myself in this position where I could potentially win a free bet. Now, this looks like a really good favourite to me at the time. When I placed the bet, I thought, this seems to be way ahead of all the others at the moment. I'm going to place the bet, and we'll just see what happens. It might happen, it might not, but it's 22p, so that's fine. I then took like a boost on Saxon Warrior, which completely failed yesterday. But I got the boost. This is match betting. It didn't matter what happens. And I did some other advantage play that didn't work out. So, for example, money back as a free bet on all losers if Poets, Prince, or Ship of the Fen win the race. Neither of those won the race. So that cost me 66 pence. So, 66 pence down. I also placed a 2-up. Again, I put another £100 on Saxon Warrior. Now, this was the clear favourite for yesterday's 4:30 race. And it completely failed. But had that have come in, the odds were really low, so I wouldn't have got a huge bet. I think it would have been about £15 or something around there. Wouldn't have been huge, but I just thought, well, it's a pretty good chance it'll happen, but it didn't. Like I say, anything can happen in this stuff, right? So that was that. The next thing that I did was the Betway stuff. So now this was quite a good one because Betway do best odds guaranteed, which is BOG, and what that means is, say if you place £10 on a horse, like I did on this Massar, I think that's how you pronounce it. I placed £10 on Massar at 13. It then drifted to 17 before the race started. So that basically meant that Betway gave me the odds of 17 rather than 13. So just by that alone, because obviously I laid the bet at the same time as when I placed the bet, just by that alone I made £40 just through that drift, which was like incredible. I was quite happy about that. Then what happened is I used my free bet that I got from William Hill, my £50 free bet on a horse called Maroob. Now, at this point I was just trying to use quite high odds because I wanted to maximise the profit that I took away from that free bet. And that put me at £42.61, which I was really happy about because it was a really close match and the odds were quite high. So I actually gained £42.61 by placing my bet on that horse, which I was quite happy about. But then something weird happened in that the odds on Maroob drifted as well, and they went from 8.5 to 9. Now I had a £50 free bet on there, which is quite a big bet, and the odds were quite high, so I gained another £22 profit just purely based on that drift, which was crazy. And that whole experience, sort of from there to, I don't know, from here, I guess, yesterday afternoon was just one of the most insane experiences I've had, because I felt like I was winning. I felt like I was gambling, if I'm honest, because it was such a rush to see it winning like that. But I also knew that the worst outcome I would have is to lose I don't know, a couple of quid. The maximum risk I had here was just a couple of pounds. So I was really happy about that, and I appreciate, there's a lot of luck involved in all of this, but I think you've kind of got to put yourself in these positions. You've kind of got to be in the advantage play situation to kind of take advantage, literally, of this situation. And yesterday was a perfect example of that. I could have just not got on any of these two clears, not put any of these things on, and and I wouldn't have profited. And I think a lot of match betting, like when you first sign up to match betting, you kind of say, right, this is the offer. You sign up here and you profit here. It's kind of really clear. You put your money here. If you bet this, you will get this kind of thing, which is great. But I think where the money seems to be in match betting longer term, from what I can see, is in advantage play, because what I see happening is we're doing things like this. We're doing the 2-up offers, the 2 clear offers, and the 2-up offers actually, where you're kind of saying, right, I'm going to risk this tiny amount, this 22 pence, and if this comes in, then I'm going to make a big win. So this is kind of like a really good concept, and I think it's something that's kind of important for newbie match bettors like myself to kind of understand, because if you understand this, then you know where the profit is, basically. And I think this is where the profit is going to be long term in this kind of thing. It's the reason why 2 clear offers are really popular. It's the reason why 2-up offers are really popular. And then bookies are starting to do less sort of bet X, get X, and they're kind of doing things like bet this, and if the crossbars hit, we'll double your winnings. These kind of things, they're all advantage plays. And And then finally, to round off yesterday, I had a Betfred free bet, which weirdly was on the England game, and they said, you know, we'll give you a free bet in play. But I used that free bet then on a horse. I didn't actually use it on the England game at all, which was kind of surprising to me. But I just used it on a horse, and it was quite good odds again, and a close match. And then out of a £5 bet, I made £4.44. In total, yesterday, I walked away with £128.50 profit, which I was really happy about. Now, on the day before, it wasn't so good because, as you can see, I didn't really hit any. In fact, I didn't hit any of my 2 clear offers. I didn't hit the Coral offer, and I just walked away with £25. So, you know, it's going to vary massively. Some days you're going to get lucky, some days you're not. But if you put yourself in a position every day to make sure that you are potentially ready to pounce, if you will, then I think it's a good position to be in. So that's all I've got for today, guys. I just thought I'd make a video about this, kind of share my experience from yesterday and kind of what I've learned from it and my thoughts and stuff. But if you like what you see, and you like these videos and they help, or you find them entertaining or whatever, then don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment and like and stuff. And also check out my new blog. Like I say, I post on here every day, warts and all, and yeah. And if you're new to match betting, then click on this link here. I'll leave a link in the description below, but this is kind of how to get started in match betting, and you know what you need to do to get going with this stuff. And there's a couple of links and stuff in there to videos and whatnot. But that's it. Have a great day, guys. Today's going to be a chill day for me. Like I say, it's Sunday, and yesterday was mental. So yeah, I'm actually having some weekend. So catch you in the next one. So cheers.